Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is actually me from the end of the video, but I thought I'd quickly come on and do a little intro just because I didn't when I first started filming the video. So how many times can I say video? Today's video is a what I eat in a day. It was initially going to be over just one day, however I think I say in the video I felt like that was quite rushed just because I was at work. Yeah, I just felt like it was really rushed and I didn't really get to talk through everything properly. So I did it over 2 days, so I was eating like food and it's all in my teeth. So I've done it over 2 days just because also one day I was busy and working, the second day I had a day off, and then I also had a dance class in the evening. So it's kind of 2 different like days of my eating because I do tend to eat somewhat differently, probably not in this video. But yeah, so today's video is what I eat in a day. I don't think I've done one of these for quite a while now and they seem to do really well on my channel, so obviously if they're going to do well then I want to give you what you want. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there now that I will be mentioning calories in this video, so if that is something that you do not want to be hearing right now or it's just not for you, then please don't watch this video. So I just wanted to give a bit of like a background to this video. So I am currently back eating in a calorie deficit. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that that's how I typically like to eat when I'm trying to lose weight or just trying to stay looking lean. And obviously it is January, I have majorly overindulged over Christmas and I just find a calorie deficit is the best way for me to eat, and it's the easiest way for me to stick to something. Like all of these diets that are out there, I do not agree with. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, but personally I don't agree with them. I feel like if you're literally eating like vegetables and I feel like diets are typically like really boring food, and me personally I can't stick to it. So a calorie deficit is the best way, but I can still fit in the things that I love because obviously I'm like at a calorie limit. So if I know that I'm really craving something one day, then I will allow myself to have it. Not all the time, but if I am really craving something, then I can allow myself to have my cravings or like something somewhat similar, and like then the cravings go down instead of just literally restricting myself and then like overindulging later. Gym wise, I am currently trying to work out like 4 to 5 times a week. If I can fit in any extra then great, but I also don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Obviously, like I said, it is only January and I'm just starting to get back into things again, and I feel like 4 to 5 times a week is a good balance for me. I can still kind of fit in like everything that I want to get done in that week. So I'll talk you through my workout split a little bit. I am not like a PT or anything. This is just what I have been doing the past 2 weeks solidly, and then also just before Christmas I kind of started to get into this routine. So Monday I do legs, Tuesday I do upper body, Wednesday I do full body, Thursday I do legs, and then like either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of them days I'll do another upper body session. Again, I really like don't know what works best when it comes to that type of thing, but that's just what I've decided to do right now. And at the end of each session that's a mouthful. At the end of each session I will try and fit in like a bit of cardio, a bit of abs. Obviously if you follow my channel you'll know I don't drive yet, so I get a lot of my cardio in because I literally walk everywhere. So I always try to do 10,000 steps a day no matter what, but for me it's really not that hard because by the time I walk to the gym, walk to work, I'm a barmaid so I'm on my feet all day anyway. By the time I finish work I've hit my 10,000 pretty much easily, but on a day where I don't necessarily hit it I will just go on another walk. In lockdown I was going on a walk twice a day, but obviously I don't need to now because the gyms are back open. But me and my mum want to start getting into the routine of going on an evening walk again. Just not even for like fitness wise, but it was just like a nice cleanse at the end of the day. So I don't think in this video I've done that, but obviously life's busier now. Like I'm at work, both of us don't get home from work till 6 o'clock, and then by the time I've cooked dinner sometimes we're like, oh, can't be bothered. But we are going to start getting into the routine of doing that at least a couple of nights a week. Also, I forgot to mention, as well as doing legs on Thursdays, I also have started taking a yoga class. So yeah, that's another kind of bit of workout that I do. And also I am back into dance training, so things are kind like, not everything is fully set. I'll try and fit in 2 leg sessions, 2 upper body, 1 full body every week, but I also do yoga and dance some weeks, so it's kind of a mixture, but I do try and stick to the 5 days a week working out, and anything extra is obviously a bonus. So I feel like I've already rambled way too much for the start of this video, but I will just quickly talk into how I plan my meals. I have been like religiously following Holly B Fitness. I will link her TikTok down below, and she actually has a YouTube channel, and I watched her video, which I will also link, on how she like plans her meals. She uses MyFitnessPal, which I already do anyway. Like I said, if you've watched my what I eat in a days before, that is how I track my calories and know what I have left for the day. I also at the moment have tried to start focusing on my protein intake. Before I was just kind of like eating within my calories, but for now I am trying to eat 100 grams of protein a day, and I actually have stuck to it for the past 2 weeks. So I thought it would be really hard, but it's actually not. So yeah, MyFitnessPal is what I use to track my calories and to also see how many grams of protein I've consumed. The fats and the carbs I don't tend to worry about too much. It's just I'll try and keep, as long as I eat my 100 grams of protein, I'm really not worried. So I don't tend to focus on the other 2. I might have a little glimpse and try and like plan my meals to make things a bit lower or a bit higher. But yeah, as long as I'm hitting 100 grams of protein, I really don't mind. I watched her video, and she says she sits down on a Sunday, and it's basically like, if I know, so I know pretty much that I have baked oats for breakfast most days. I'm getting really bored of it, but I do have it for breakfast most days. Or I know if I'm at work, I will probably have a wrap of some kind, just because it's easier for me to eat on the go. So what I will do first is put in what I know I'm going to have. So say like, I know on a Tuesday I'm at work, so I'm definitely going to have a wrap. I'll plan like what wrap I'm going to have. The one that is included in this video is one that I'm loving at the moment. So say I know I'm going to have that. I'll put it into MyFitnessPal when I'm planning my meals. And then I know I'm going to have baked oats for breakfast. So that's kind of like the 2 meals in. And then from that I can build a dinner on kind of like, so I have like a lot of protein left, I can try and make it a more protein filled dinner, or if I'm having too many carbs, I'll make it like a bit less. My battery is flashing, that's exactly what I need. So yeah, I will kind of like input what I know I'm going to have and then build up the rest of my day around that. Now I'm nervous because my battery's flashing. I think that's everything I need to tell you. Obviously, if I haven't included it, then I'll include it in the end of the video. I will link the recipes that I use down below. I will definitely be sure to link, well, I mean everything at the moment is Holly B Fitness because I'm absolutely obsessed with her, so I will make sure I link all of that down below. Please enjoy this video, and I will speak to you at the end of the video. What a shock, I'm running late for work. I haven't quite got the hang of my whole New Year's resolution yet, where I go to bed early and get up early. I'm gonna eat my breakfast now very quickly. As always, I have my baked oats. I promise I'm gonna try something different for breakfast, but it's just so much easier to make because I can bung it in the oven and like carry on getting ready while it's cooking. It's just such an easy thing to have when I'm running late for work in the morning, because I also go to the gym before work now. I've just got them with blueberries, and usually I have like a spoonful of Nutella with it, but I don't have that at the moment, so I am using the leftover Christmas chocolate. I've just got a tiny like Whisper bar out of the Heroes tin. So yeah, I really need to eat my breakfast now because I am like running severely late. My lunch, I film me making it already, but I will talk through that when I get home tonight. And yeah, I'm really going to eat my breakfast now. I made one of my favourite dinners right now, which is a taco bowl. I use 100 grams of 10% fat mince. That's just the one that we have in the freezer. Like, I don't know if I can get a healthier one, but that was just what was in the freezer. I use taco seasoning, I use Mexican style Uncle Ben's rice, and then for that I did put a bit of grated cheese on top. Sometimes I make like a homemade guacamole, but I didn't have as many calories left today, and I also just couldn't be bothered. Because obviously avocados are quite like high, they're good healthy fats, but they're quite high in calories, and I was craving a lot of sweet stuff today. Apparently Tottenham just scored because my dad is cheering. Yeah, I was craving a lot of sweet stuff today, so I wanted to kind of save my calories for that, and I just really couldn't be bothered to make it. But yeah, sometimes when I do have that, I will make a homemade guacamole as well, but I just also had it with a little bit of salsa on the side and like the tiniest dollop of sour cream because we had run out. And that honestly is one of my favourite meals right now, and I feel like it gets like everything you need in, because I have a bit of salad, bit of rice, bit of meat, you know. I feel like it's a good like all-round meal, and that was about 400 calories. I haven't tracked the seasoning, which I do need to put in. After my dinner, I made myself up a little dessert of a salted caramel protein yogurt, and I have been breaking up the chocolate fibre 1 bars and like mixing it in, but I don't have any of them at the moment, so I broke up one of the 99 calorie Snickers bars, and it just makes the protein yogurt a bit more bearable. They're not disgusting, but it makes it more bearable. So yeah, that is everything that I've eaten today. Like I said, my goal is to be hitting 100 grams of protein every day, and today I've had 110 grams, so pretty good going, and I am more than happy with that. I did have a couple of sweet things today, but I try not to restrict myself too much within that. Like, as long as I don't go over my calories and eat 100 grams of protein, I can take it. So yeah, that was my day of eating. I promised, oh, I've also had so far I'm on my 4th litre of water, and I've had 2 cans of Coke Zero. I have one with my lunch at work and then one with my dinner when I get home. I do need to try and cut that down, but I just love fizzy drinks, honestly. So yeah, that was my day of eating today. I'm sorry it was so rushed and like kind of all thrown at you, but I'll see you in the morning. I say good morning, it is actually 10 to 1. So I know I said I was going to have something different for breakfast, but I woke up and you know sometimes your stomach feels quite stodgy, and I was also in a rush, so I didn't fancy baked oats because I always have them, and then like everything else I kind of either didn't want to make, like because I was in a rush, so I either didn't want to make it or didn't fancy it, so I felt like having something quite fresh. So I had what I usually eat for breakfast in the summer, which was 2 Weetabix with some milk, and I had blueberries and raspberries sprinkled on top. And what I will say is I cannot have that breakfast without like a teaspoon of sugar sprinkled over the top, and I will just allow myself that because I want it to be enjoyable. And I don't really, I mean, I don't hate it without it, but you've got to have a bit of sugar on your cereal. Obviously, I had my breakfast with a Barocca like I always do. I don't know if I feel any difference when I have them. I've just got into the habit now of having them, and it's a vitamin, so I'll have it. I actually do really enjoy the taste of them as well. Like, to me, I feel like they taste a bit like Lucozade. That's why I think in the clip that you saw, I don't put too much water. If it's a big glass, I don't put too much water in because I like it to taste fizzy. And I feel like if you put loads of water in, it doesn't. So yeah, I had Weetabix with some fruit and a Barocca for breakfast. And then I went to the gym and I did a leg day. I think I've talked about my workout split at the beginning of this video. But yeah, I did a leg day. But the gym was absolutely crazy today. And let me tell you, I'm just going to have a little rant. I hate men in the gym. I hate them. I really do hate them. Just because I'm a girl, I can go on a squat rack if I want to. And so today I got in and I go at about, well, today I went at about, I think I got there at 11. So I was expecting it to be pretty empty. It wasn't, fine. Every single squat rack was taken, but with a mat, not someone using it, just someone with their stuff on it. or someone that hadn't re-racked the weights. And there was basically, long story short, I did go on one. I kind of finished up with my workout. I wasn't sure if I'd finished it, but I had literally unclipped, you know, like the clips that you put on after the weights. I literally had unclipped it, and this man ran over to me and was like, "Are you done on that?" And I was like, And if it wasn't for the fact that I needed to go because I was in a rush today and my back was hurting, if it wasn't for that, I would have been like, no, actually I'm not. But I just think, you must have been watching me this whole time to literally see me unclip it, run over. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, like he actually went like this to me and was like, yeah, you just leave it, you can go. And I was like, and literally got on it while I was still picking my stuff up. And like, that sounds so dramatic, it's probably not even a big issue, but what pissed me off was he had already taken up another squat rack. He had racked his weights up, like really, really heavy weights, but I was in that part of the gym for a good 40 minutes. He did not touch it the whole time. He just had his bag there. He was walking around chatting to every single person in the gym, and then would go back over there, have a sip of his drink and stare at everyone. And I just think, how many squat racks do you want to take up and not do anything on? I'm sorry, it really, really got, it was just the way he was like, you can go. And I thought, I pay for the gym as much as you do. Like, if I want to stay on this squat rack, I will. And oh, I'm a petty person, so I would have happily stayed on that for ages. Don't get me wrong, like if he wanted to use it and he wasn't on one, I was getting off of it. But it's the fact that I literally I hadn't taken a weight off yet, I just unclipped it. And he was already on a squat rack and doing nothing on it, just standing on it. Anyway, rant over. I did a leg day, but I didn't do, usually I would do like a full hour and a bit leg day, but because of that whole situation and I hurt my back a little bit the other day, I didn't really want to keep like lifting the weights. So I did about 40 minutes on my legs, and then I just did like a little ab routine, nothing too like major. It was just, I haven't done abs. I don't really technically like dedicate a day to training abs now. I tend to just do it like at the end of a session, or if I have like a spare day. You will have seen that I had a white, I say, everyone's going to take the piss, a white Monster. I say Monster, it's Monster, I know, but I can't bring myself to say it. I had a white Monster, and I used to have these every day, and I've really tried to start cutting down now, but I will allow myself one when I do a leg day. So I do leg days twice a week, so I'll have one twice a week. I can feel myself slipping into the habit of having one like just every time I go to the gym, and I'm really trying not to, but they do just give me that little extra bit of energy, especially when I go, I suppose it's not early in the morning for some people, but for me it's early. Yeah, I just feel like, especially for leg day, I need to have that little extra push. I do need to invest in getting some like proper pre-workout, but I just haven't got around to it yet, and I enjoy the white Monsters too much. So yeah, I had one of them. I've got home and I have made myself a protein shake. This is just a rainbow candy one again, and you have, like, I have to have these with ice. It just makes it 10 times better. So yeah, I also want to have like a post-gym snack. It is 1 o'clock, which is when I usually have my lunch, but tonight I'm actually going to a dance class in London, which I'm quite nervous about. This is my first time in a long time. But I want to try and have quite a late lunch, because if I go to a dance class in London, I will quite often like get myself a McDonald's on the way home, and I'm trying to have a lunch quite late, so I'm going to have like a big bulky pasta basically, and I want to try and have that not much later, probably about 2 o'clock, because I've still got to get ready. And then like I'll probably take a snack with me. Not quite the post-workout snack I was planning on, but I'm just going to have one of these like 99 calorie Snickers, because it is getting close to the time that I'll be making lunch anyway, so I'm going to have one of these. So I've just finished getting ready now. I have eaten my lunch. I had another one of Holly B Fitness's recipes. I'll link that down below as well. I think it's from TikTok. I don't know if it's on her Instagram, more than likely is, but I'll link the TikTok down below. I eat this all the time. When I say it is such a nice pasta, and it's not like, obviously it's got quite a few, well, I think it only usually has onions and peppers in it, and I literally add spinach into everything at the moment, just because I really like spinach and it gets like a bit of extra nutrients into everything. So yeah, I added spinach into it. Usually she makes hers with mozzarella, like a low fat mozzarella, which I never ever have in the house, but what I do have is Philadelphia Light. So usually I add about 20 grams of that. However, I don't have any today, so I made it, I think I pretty much followed the recipe. Sometimes like I will like adapt it to myself with a lot of recipes, but I think I pretty much followed hers. I don't also usually put a chili in as well, but she does, and I did today, which made it really nice. That was about 565 calories, which seems a lot, and I mean, I feel like for a lunch sometimes I'd like to go a bit lower. However, this is gonna last me until about 9 o'clock tonight, so it's a lot, but I need something. I also just love pasta. Like, that is one thing, like I know some people cut out carbs and stuff like that when they're dieting or trying to eat healthy, but you'll never catch me cutting out pasta. It is literally, if I had to live off one thing for the rest of my life, it would be pasta. But I just have like a lower amount. I have a smaller amount of pasta and then I like bulk it out with everything else. So that is another recipe that I highly, highly recommend. It is so delicious. And then I also had a 99 calorie Snickers. That is my second one today. But I just didn't know what else to snack on, and cold weather makes me crave sweet food. Like, I'm really a savoury over sweet girl, but I've got into my head anyway that every time I have a meal I need to have something sweet after. But the cold weather just increases it by like 100. See you later. So my camera died, but I thought I would just jump on my phone to quickly sign off this video. I think the last thing that you saw was what I had at my dance class. Basically I got there early. One thing I don't think I did show is that I went to Pret and got myself a Coke Zero. So I had quite a few Coke Zeros that day, but it is what it is. I am addicted to them. So yeah, I went to Pret and had a Coke Zero, and then after I was so hungry, and my friend was like, she was going into Sainsbury's anyway to get a meal deal, and I thought, do you know what, I'm so hungry. If I don't get something from here, I'm going to end up getting a McDonald's, which obviously I'm trying to not have one for the month of January. So I did get myself a meal deal, but it was like quite alright. I got myself a tuna sandwich, and oh, actually it was fine because I got myself a Kit Kat in the meal deal, but I just got it to take home. I didn't actually eat it, so I just had a tuna sandwich and a bottle of water. Did I eat some of the Kit Kat? I think it was like a 4-1, and I think I had half of it. I might have just gone over my calories. It was probably between like 1,600. I don't know, because I'm sure I'll plan it all out and like I'll put it up on the screen anyway, but I think I might have gone slightly over. But I'm really not fussed because I'd already been I'd walked to the gym, I'd been to the gym, I'd walked home from the gym, I'd walked back to the train station, walked to my dance class, done my dance class, walked back to the station. So yeah, I don't blame myself for being a little bit more hungry, and like I say, I'm not here to restrict myself. If I am hungry, then I'm gonna eat. So yeah, I managed to not get a McDonald's, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful to some of you. I quite enjoy making these what I eat in a day videos, and I think, like I said, I'm going to try and start doing more of them and also incorporate videos of me working out into them. So if that's something that you'd like, then make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.